Global happenings today. We communicate. We analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to Global Happenings Today YouTube channel. Some few hours ago, the BoT PDP held a meeting, and of course, it was a 16-man agenda, 16-point agenda they discussed at length. Don't forget that there have been internal crises rocking the party. Of course, the person of Ugochinyere Ikenga Imo spoke at length, insisting that Damagum was suspended long before any court injunction prevented them from. So the suspension stands, and they now want that the pro-wicked justice, that's Peter Lifo, should stay clear from internal affairs of PDP, which the party is well able to handle. But let's hit the ground running to find out exactly how PDP intends to navigate between the Rivers crises, Wike, Damagum issue, and of course, not also forgetting the last election that held in Edo State and how they intend to weather the storm. Before we go to the newspaper, please subscribe to our channel. And the communique issued at the end of the 78th meeting of the Board of Trustees, that's BoT of the People's Democratic Party, that was held, presented by the chairman of the BoT, distinguished Senator Adolphus Nwabara. The Board of Trustees at its 78th meeting thoroughly assessed the state of affairs of the nation and the party and resolved as follows. 1. BoT commends all the organs of the party for their collective steadfastness and commitment towards the unity, stability, and sustenance of our great party in spite of the doubting challenges. Number 2, that the BoT expresses serious concern over the worsening economic hardship, acute food crisis, and general sense of misery, despondency, uncertainty, and hopelessness in the country occasioned by the anti-people policies of the All Progressive Congress APC administration. Now, the BoT demands that the APC administration immediately reviews its policies and take immediate steps to ensure the reduction in the price of fuel, make key investment towards food production, revamp our manufacturing sector to stimulate employment opportunities and mitigate the suffering of Nigerians. 4, that the BoT in very strong terms condemn and reject the brazen rigging of the September 21st, 2024 governorship election in Edo State by the APC in connivance with INEC Nigeria and some compromise at Police Nigeria operatives. Now, number 5, it said BoT insists that from the votes cast at the polling units, it is clear that the PDP and its candidate Dr. Asu Ighodalo won the election. The official PDP will take every legitimate step to ensure the recovery of the mandate freely given to our party by the people of Edo State. 6, the BoT alerts Nigerians that the electoral manipulation of the Edo State governorship election is part of the sinister plot by the APC to foist a one-party system and totalitarian rule in our country, which must be firmly resisted. Number 7, that the BoT urges Nigerians to resist any plan by the APC to rig the November 16, 2024 governorship election in Ondo State. The PDP is in good position to win the election, and we must not allow anybody to manipulate the election against our party. Number 8, the BoT commends the Reconciliation Committee for the effort so far in resolving disputes within the party. The BoT urges the committee to remain focused on the task of fostering peace and unity in the party. Number 9, the BoT cautions against resort to avoidable litigations and urges party members to always explore the party's internal mechanisms on issues. Number 10, the BoT notes the commencement of activities by the Disciplinary Committee and charges the committee to continue to be guided by the principles of constitutionality and the rule of law in the discharge of its assignment. Number 11, that the BoT expresses concern over the state of affairs of party in Rivers State and urges that effort must be intensified to find lasting solution to the issues. The NWC should urgently summon a meeting comprising of the NWC, that's National Working Committee, PDP Governors Forum, leadership of PDP National Assembly, caucus, and BoT Special Committee to resolve these issues. Now, number 12, the BoT has received the report of the conduct of congresses in various states of the Federation and urged that all areas of concern should be addressed. Number 13, the BoT charges all organs, leaders, critical stakeholders, members of the PDP across board to remain united and committed, especially recognizing that the PDP is the only beacon of hope for millions of Nigerians. The PDP must therefore remain strong, united, and true to the principles upon which it was founded. Number 14, that the BoT highlighted on the convening of the National Executive Committee (NEC) meeting as already scheduled for October 24th, 2024 to allow the party address pressing matters and strategize on the way forward. Number 15, that the BoT urges Nigerians not to allow the suffering they are facing under APC make them lose faith in the country, but continue to work with the PDP in the quest to restore our nation, to rescue our nation from the stronghold of APC. Number 16, the conscience of the party, the BoT again assures of its continued commitment towards providing credible leadership direction for the party at all times. Somebody asked a simple question: what are you doing with Wike? Stop all the social fears. Wow. As another person answered him, said, people are not interested in your stories. Damagum should be suspended and Wike should be dealt with. Another person told him, nothing about reining in Wike, nothing about removing Damagum, nothing about the recent conducted local government election councils in Rivers State and its attendant crisis. Is PDP a serious party at all? My colleague is in the house. What's your take?
All right, on this issue, I think that they are actually trying to run away from the real issue in the party. We all know the real issue in the party, and as long as that issue cannot be addressed, all of this is just stories, because the truth is that the party is intended for now, based on some of the analysis I have heard and the ones I have been able to think over it. All of this is intended for the party to revolve around one person. And unfortunately, that one person this party is going to be revolving around has already traded 2027 to a particular, to APC, a party that he's having romance with. So for him, he says he's giving his 100% support to the government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And as long as that person is still impacting the party with his strength and all of that, the stories we are hearing will not change the narrative of the party.
Let me quickly interject here. But they said in one of their point agenda that they are actually empowering those in charge of the disciplinary committee to do so on constitutionality basis. If they go on that level of constitutionality, don't you think it would be easier for them to actually kick out Wike, judging the fact that quite a lot of things, although it may be difficult because Wike here is not doing anything he's doing directly, he's using proxies. So you can't really nail him as a person. And the fact that they're insisting that Damagum should remain till 2025 December is out of it. So what's your take on that?
Now, let's be clear about this. First thing first, removing Wike is going to be very difficult. You know why?
He's a party member. He's not the owner of the
Though
party.
he's a party member, but let me play this well, just like what we are seeing currently in Nigeria. The law is manipulative. The Constitution, depending on who is interpreting it, can be used even against itself, can be used against the party. There are no straitjacket ways, in handling a lot of things. You see that in the process of time, there will be exceptions here and there. And most of these people, they read through the Constitution, and just like what we study in accounting those days, they call it tax avoidance. Tax evasion is you staying away from payment of tax. Tax avoidance is you capitalizing on the loopholes in the tax law to avoid tax or to evade tax. So, for example, in the tax law, there are no charges on allowances. So most companies, when they notice that the government is intending to put so much charge on their basic salary, what do? They push everything into the allowances. So you see someone collecting as little as 20,000 naira as his monthly basic allowance, but then he basic salary, but he walks home with 2 million, and you're like, why are they not charging the 2 million? They push everything to the allowances. And that's exactly what the Constitution or the Constitution will permit. There are loopholes in this Constitution that if a wrong-minded person, a greedy person sits at the top, he will manipulate it in such a way that everything will work in his favor. And that's why the likes of Wike, people who have been in the party, who knows everything about the constitution, can walk around it in such a way that you can see a legitimate person being kicked out of the party for very trivial reason. All what they need to do is to sit on that reason and say, this reason, no, this reason. Another person will be doing what? They still look at the constitution and start searching section by section. Okay, so we are going to carry this one, join with this one, and have him to stay. So that's the thing. So if the person does not have the love of the party at heart, he can manipulate it in such a way it will work against the main people who have the love of the party at heart, and those people will be silent and he will be operating. That's the same thing that's happening in the judiciary. That's the same thing. They have decided to let go of anything called judicial precedents now, and they are setting their new judicial precedent, which will tomorrow affect Nigeria. Because when the greedy ones come on board, they will say, with reference to so case of so date, and that's how the situation is going to be. So unfortunately, if you allow the greedy guys to be on top, they know how to manipulate the constitution. That's why I say it's impossible to even use the constitution to do. The disciplinary committee will not do anything. All what somebody will just sit back and say, tell them this, on this ground, we are sacking this person. Tell them why we can't sack this person is because this. He had already planned that out. So that's the situation.
All right, this is quite disheartening. I just hope there's actually hope at the end of the tunnel. That's going to wrap it up. If you have a contrary view, if you agree on this, honestly, I really would love to